Sports is a ritual. If you go back 6,000 years ago, there wasn't acting, there wasn't theater, but the priest would be up on a stage, and then you, the general public, would watch them and what they were doing. And they would convince you with magic tricks and things like that they were actually gods or new gods, and that you should politically submit to them. Then priests began, around that same time, from Mesoamerica to ancient Europe, you name it, to learn about eclipses, solar and lunar eclipses. They would tell the public that monsters were going to eat the sun or moon at a certain time. People wouldn't believe them, but because they had marked down ancestrally as astronomers when it was coming and going, then when the snake came to eat the moon or the sun, everybody would bow down to them. So it was control of superstition. Then they learned around the time of the Babylonians, the Egyptians, and others about horse races, chariot races, wrestling, gladiatorial events. Everybody knows about the Romans, thousands of years later, perfecting it. And they admitted it was a tool of control. But now we hear about Lady Gaga, who admittedly was part of the whole Pizzagate situation with the spirit cooking lady, the Aleister Crowley events. She admits she has to have someone sleep in her room with her at night because she believes a demon's going to attack her. Whether you believe in demons or not, when she wears meat suits and does all these rituals, and Madonna does it too, the organizers of the Super Bowl are deciding to defile America and break our will by having us bow down to this. And she's reportedly going to be on top of the Super Bowl. They're saying she may cancel doing this. On top of the stadium, ruling over everyone with drones everywhere, surveilling them in a big swarm to just condition them that I am the goddess of Satan, ruling over you with the rise of the robots in a ritual of lesser magic. They have to tell you what they're planning in the future. So they're saying the rise of the machines is here. You were broken, you were fallen, and I squat on top of you and basically piss all over you. Just like when at the Hillary event, she wore the clear Nazi pure black uniform with the SS hat and the red insignia to, again, flaunt it, rub it in, dominate you, and say, I am the Dark One, I am the Beast, I am the whore of Babylon that the beast rides on. It's all part of externalization of the method. And this isn't my opinion. Look it up, and she admits this, okay? So, and again, she's this groveling, pathetic, power-tripping person that's all about ego, all about how it's for her, do as she will. Aleister Crowley was a degenerate, blob, evil piece of filth, killed his own son. All these people think they're dominant because they don't have any empathy or care about humanity. All of us should stop being so pathetic and start boycotting her and boycotting the Super Bowl and realize these are sick, chicken-necked, filthy little people that have it out for us and our families. And that the whole New World Order system they're building is collapsing as it's constructed. And developments like Trump that have all these howling dirtbags so upset is just the beginning of their fall and their collapse. So this has been her whole history. It's what she's about, and George W. Bush's daddy's going to be there, the New World Order architect being rolled out to flip the coin and decide the advantage of the game. He's involved in the big ritual, and the Pope's going to pop in, and he says he loves the game. Of course he loves Lady Gaga and all the big pedophile rings in the Vatican, and the media will say that doesn't exist. How you doing, brother? God bless you, brother. I mean, it is just sick. It is insane. It is out of control. Look at that. Now, look, that's another big temple made in the form of a big breast. That's the goddess as well, but not the same goddess they're talking about, the Lady Gaga one. And if you look at the goddess Columbia, and you look at that big pink granite milky popped up right there for you, that's what it admittedly is in the architecture. The big dome going back to Rome and going back to other areas. That's meant to be ritualized where they control both parties, but they control the winner. But when Trump comes along or others come along, the whole fake game's over. That's why both parties are against him. But they want you to be looking at that completely fake simulation over there. They want you looking at that completely fake simulation over there, which doesn't affect your life, but you obsess on and spend all your time on. While you sleep, they rule. While real stuff's going on over there in that capital. So again, while they live, you sleep. They're living, making decisions about the world. You're supposed to be involved in that over there, in that capital. Or you can sleep over there, in that big giant temple for you, to divert you from what's happening in the Roman Senate. They have the Colosseum. And all of it's a big ritual. All the world a stage, and each of us upon it players. Unless we decide to go past the stage, past the programming, past the conditioning, and become true free thinkers who are actually conscious. And then what we can do is change the world. Because I'm free and conscious. InfoWars reaches 50 million people conservatively every week. Well, it's 40-something, and the average is over 50. We've reached 80-something million in a week before, and it's only exploding. Joe Rogan's podcast, 7 years, reaches 90 million people a month just on iTunes. Already broke all other records, podcasts that have been up there 5 years. I'm not bragging, but listen, we're bringing it here. Boy, this is real. This isn't some program out of that thing or out of that thing over there. This is from my ancestors and researching God and destiny and wanting to believe in humanity and opening myself up to truth. Lady Gaga's a joke, and anybody that worships a fallen, twisted pile of crap like her has a real problem. Look at her. But again, it's them force-feeding you. They know she's weak. They know she's bad. She's poison. They're forcing you, the golden child, the future of humanity, the poison, so they can make you fall. I'm Alex Jones, Infowars.com. We'll be live in 35 minutes on the radio, 4 to 6 p.m. today, covering the Super Turd live, all of it. So be sure and join us, Infowars.com/show. Jam it down their throat and spread that link.